Okay, so let's take a look at our quick actions. We can see here that we have the new lightning icon on the My Trainees widget. If we were to click on the icon, we can see all of the different items we can invoke from the quick actions pane. We have create a visit, skill scans, all the way down to adding a journey item. The first item we'll add here is a visit. So we can simply click on create a visit and we can choose our visit type from the drop down menu. In this case, we're going to choose a planned review. We can then set our date and we can then add any relevant notes for this visit. We can also see at the top of this pop-up screen, we can see quickly who we've invoked this for. We can also, from the right hand side, choose one of the other quick action options if we selected this one by mistake or we wish to switch to a different one. In this case, I'm going to submit this, and let's go back to our quick actions pane, and this time we'll go down to create a journey item. You can see here that again this shows that we're invoking this quick action for Peter Barlow. We can add the title of the journey item, we can select a date, and we can also add a description. Once submitted, this will add this journey item directly to the learner's journey for both assessors and the learner to view. This time, let's request some evidence from this learner. So we're going to click the Request Evidence option from the Quick Actions pane. We're going to use the module drop-down to select one of the modules from the list, and we're going to add this to the selected modules to request evidence. Now from the drop-down, we can select as many different modules as we need to. We can select at different levels from units or criteria. Once these are added, we can then remove one if need be. We can also have the option to send an email to the learner to remind them that they need to submit this evidence as well. And we can submit this, and this will then trigger off the email and trigger off the request for evidence. This time, let's invoke a workflow for this learner. We can do this by selecting the Invoke Workflow option from the Quick Actions pane. We can then select the workflow we need to invoke, and this screen will be familiar to those who already use workflows. The preview will show all of the stages within the workflow and all of the different forms required for that workflow. We can then set any required due dates, we can select any required assessors or employers, and these will be defaulted if selected in the workflow. Okay, so let's go down to our module registers in the menu. And what we'll do here is we could search for an existing module, but in this case we're just going to open our diploma in hairdressing. And we'll set ourselves an occurrence code here, and then we'll also set the duration in minutes. Once we've done that, we will load up the register, and we can see that we have 3 trainees on this register, Carrie-Anne, Raphael and Chandrika. So what we'll do is we'll go through and we'll mark our learners as attended or absent. So we'll mark our first as absent, Raphael as attended, and Chandrika as late. And you can see now that we have the option to enter the time arrived by. So we can really tell at what point that learner arrived during the session, whether they were 5 minutes late or whether they were half an hour late. We can also add notes to this as well. So we can see now that we can add notes, and we could add a note to say why that learner may be late if they had an appointment. Or in this case, we're going to make a note just to say why Raphael might not be attending the next session or may be late for the next session. We can then save this, which will save our notes and save our time arrived by, and we can then set the register to submitted. Both of these options are really useful in reporting on attendance, but also in demonstrating to Ofsted that we're monitoring attendance and explaining why particular learners may be late to regular sessions or may not be attending regular sessions.